guys, what's up, Cardfight here, and today I'm here with a Platina Ezel deck profile. You guys asked for this, so here it is. I've been playing with this deck for the past week or so, and this deck this build has been working for me. It doesn't work for everybody because this build is kind of weird. It's not very typical, at least not from what I see from the other Blonde Ezel decks, but mirror matching against Blonde Ezel decks, or Platinum Ezel decks, I have the edge. I don't know why, but I just do. I've been winning them more than them winning me, or maybe it's just because I'm good at this game. No, but yeah, that's let's hop right into the profile, shall we? Okay, so for the grade 0, I run the Ezel Searcher. He searches for Ezels. For those of you who don't know his effect, you can Catalyst one and put him in Soul, and then look at the top 5 cards and add a card with Ezel in its name to your hand. A lot of people might be asking why I'm not running him instead. The main reason is because he's a 5k booster and he's only a 4k booster. You will almost certainly always use his effect, this guy's effect, while you can kind of keep him in the back, and he is still a pretty decent booster, especially when he's behind Ezel, because you can still swing for 20 on a Vanguard. On a 10k Vanguard, they'll still need a guard for, more. While behind a Platinum Ezel that's cross-riding, he can still swing for 18, which is a number that you want if you're playing against cross-rides. So he's a really good card. You just look at when you're doing what and when you're playing what, because he's useful at different times, and he can help you search for that Ezel if you want to cross-ride, or if you want to just find the Ezel to ride into. So for grade 3s, I run 2 Platinum Ezel. I'm going to run 2 because I'm running something else in this deck, and I find it more useful than running a 3rd Platinum Ezel. You can run 3, but I personally prefer 2 because you don't want to ride him early game anyway. So yeah, 2 Platinum Ezel. It's been working pretty well for me, and I've been cross-riding every game that lasts long enough for me to cross-ride into. So I don't see a problem running 2. I run 4 Platinum Ezel, or Blonde Ezels. Primary ride target, you really want to ride into him first. So yeah, good stuff. Next, I run 2 Gigantic Destroyers. A lot of people might be asking why I'm running this card, and the main reason is because he is a 12k attacker. I know there's this guy, but you can never have too many 12k attackers, in my opinion. The main thing that I see, well, at least the main thing that puts my deck different from other Platinum Ezel decks is because other Platinum Ezel decks like to run 3 Platinum Ezel and 4 Blonde Ezels, and sometimes they just can't draw into him, and that in those times they have really hard times trying to hit my cross ride. So these guys really help hit cross rides, especially with all of those cross rides running around. It's really good. Also, he won't be as easily picked off by Aqua Force compared to these guys. These guys will get attacked by Valerias and Aggros every day, all day. So they're just death fodder. Next, I run 4 of this guy. I forgot his name, Bagmadaz or something. Something starts with B. Anyway, he's a 12k attacker. If you have a Blonde Ezel or Ezel name in your Vanguard, so pretty standard run 4. Next, I run 4 4 10k beaters. Yeah, because I don't want to run Superior Intercepts or Sacred Bow Vivian. I'm not really into Sacred Bow Vivian in this deck because I want to save my Counterblast. So instead I run 3 damage and flippers. Pretty nice. Get attack through when, yeah, just get on flip of damage. Good stuff. Pretty great runs. I run 4. 4 AK boosters. Pretty standard. You kind of need these to hit cross rides now if you don't have a 12k attacker on the field. So him and Bowman, good stuff. And he can also hit 20 with the 12k attackers, so that's also very nice. Next one, Slagle Daggers. They are 7k boosters, and they can help if you really need. You can Counterblast one and it becomes a 9k booster. So behind, what is it, Clef, you can still hit for 18. So it's good stuff. Good stuff. I'm running 2 because next I am running 4 self-damagers. A lot of people that I see don't run this card in their decks. I do because personally I like to surprise my opponent by ultimate breaking early. You know, people like to keep you at 4 so you can't ultimate break, but with this card you can kind of solve that problem. And you're like, haha, ultimate break, and they're like, oh crap. So yeah, I run 4 because her being a 6k boost is not that bad because I run so many 12k attackers. And with that being said, she is pretty good. Also, if you didn't hear about the other uses of her, you should watch Pesh Cat's video. He talks about it, and it's quite helpful. So yeah. Next one, 4 Perfect Guards. Just because I have space, I guess. Next, for triggers, I run 8 criticals, 4 draws, and 4 heals. Yeah. So it's pretty standard trigger lineup. I like to run the 8 crits because it makes your 30k rows and 20-something k rows even more deadly. I had a couple of times where I had like a 35k row after I got a trigger with critical, and they're just like, wow, screw this game. So it's this deck is very, very explosive. As for consistency, I'd say it's fairly consistent, but I don't really like to play this deck. I mean, it's a good deck, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a good deck. It's a pretty powerful deck, especially with Majesty Lord and the end gone. This deck is pretty good. Well, a few other notes I want to mention is that you really have to know when to guard and when not to guard for this deck, because, well, for most ultimate break decks, actually, there's times when you kind of want to hit that limit break, ultimate break, or hit that ultimate break, but if your damage is too different from your opponent, for example, if you're at, let's say you're at 4 and your opponent's at like 2, and they're attacking you with a weak unit, guard it, because even if you do ultimate break, they're only at 2 damage, right? And even if they take all your attacks, they'll still probably be at 5 damage max. And that doesn't really help unless you get like a critical trigger or something. But you know, be careful when you want to do. Don't just like herder ultimate break and then lose, because you just used up all your resources just pushing your opponent to that 5th damage. But yeah, besides that, there's really nothing much else. I did play against a couple of Platina Ezel decks, and they ultimate broke way too early because I got a Crow Trigger and I put it onto my Vanguard, and he took 2 damage, and he was at 5, and I was at 3 or 2 or something, and then he was like ultimate break, and I was like, okay, I'll just take all your attacks, and they're like, oh crap, yeah. So just be careful of when to do what, and don't just herder the ultimate break whenever you feel like it, because you will regret it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. This is my Platina Ezel deck profile. As I said before, ultimate breaks aren't really like a deck to be based around. They're more like tech options. So you don't have to run like maxed out numbers of the card. Alright, guys, enough of me rambling. This is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later.